Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We have just basically passed Christmas 2025 and we're in between that weird phase between Christmas and New Year where there's nothing much really happening. You are kind of winding down towards the end of the year. There's a lot of thoughts going on in your head about how the year has been. And I feel like sometimes it can be quite common. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but it can be quite a daunting time of the year when you are kind of looking forward ahead to the next new coming year, the upcoming year. But there's also a lot of emotions involved, reflecting back on how this year has been. 2025 I feel like has been quite a difficult year for most people, and I feel like there's been a lot of silent battles going on that you don't see people talk about, or it's very much kept quiet. You know, there's a lot of smiles and hidden emotions or pain that people are going through. The last few days have been difficult. I've been finding myself in a bit of a slump, and I was just sitting down on the bed and I was like, you know what, I'm tired of feeling this way. What can I do to make myself feel better? Most often that's me watching something funny or watching a movie to try and get my mind off things. But watching Friends, that usually works. And then it dawned on me that I've actually stopped doing things that have made me feel somewhat therapeutic, and makeup was one of those things actually that I would use to help alleviate any slumpy feeling or any feeling of sadness or just feeling down. I'd always find that I would turn to makeup and kind of just have a therapy session by myself, maybe play a movie in the background and just kind of play with makeup. And I haven't done that in so long. I haven't just sat to play with makeup in so long, and I'm like, why did I stop doing that? What made me stop doing that? I don't know. I guess life. I guess you just kind of get busy, you become tired, and you stop doing things for just sheer enjoyment. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of bed. I know it's past midnight, and if you guys think I'm lying, it's past midnight. I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna turn my camera on. I'm gonna put some thing that I want to watch, maybe Friends, maybe a Christmas movie, a feel-good movie, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna play with makeup, and you guys are gonna come on this little therapy session with me. Yeah, I'm gonna just sit here in my pajamas, still wearing my Christmas pajamas. I'm gonna wind down to the end of this year, and I'm gonna play with makeup, and I'm gonna hope that by the end of this little me time that I feel a little bit better, and just even if I can feel maybe 10 or 15% better than what I'm feeling now, I'm gonna still count that as a win. And I'm actually gonna play with a new eyeshadow palette that has been sat in my collection of things to try for the longest. It's my first ever Odin's Eye palette, and this is the Morgan Turner collab. I don't even know if this is being sold still, but it's a collab that I thought I would enjoy because Morgan Turner's palette has some amazing purple, lilac, lavender colour themes. Colour story is very my vibe, and I am hoping that I'm going to have some fun with her collab collection, and I'm going to come up with a fun look I'm actually feeling a little tired, so I'm gonna just spray a face mist to try and wake myself up. I'm feeling tired, but I'm feeling like I can't sleep at the same time. It's one of those weird days where I'm just not tired. Well, I'm tired, but I'm not able to get myself to sleep, and I feel like maybe there's just too many things on my mind, and having a way to kind of express or relieve that might help. And in the past, makeup has been such an escape, such a me time kind of a thing. And yeah, like I said, I don't know why I stopped doing it. I just don't know. I'm actually going to go and grab a warm mug of milk and I'm going to paint my face. So the whole house is actually asleep and pretty much like pin drop silence at the moment. My husband is still out. He went to see some friends straight after work, and I have not actually done this in ages. Just sat down to just like play and relax my mind, and that used to be something I was doing a lot before I became like a full-time adult. Feeling a bit nostalgic at this point, and like I said, I don't know if it's just the time of year, like you get this in-between weirdness between Christmas and New Year where you just feel like you don't really know what's happening in the world with your life. You're looking forward to the new year, but you're reflecting on the year you've had. And like I said, a lot of silent battles this year, which, like I said, I know I'm not the only one going through these things, and you know, there's probably people who are going through so much worse, and they've probably kept it quiet all year and have just kind of, you know, like gotten on with life and not really batted an eye. There's parts of me that feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not as strong as I once was because I'm not able to handle situations or certain things the way I would handle it back in the day. Less emotions, less, I don't know, just giving a crap about things, I guess. But the older I've gotten, I think I'm becoming more and more of a bit of an emotional sod, and I don't know if I like this version of me, if I'm just getting used to this version of me. Yeah, I don't quite, yeah, I don't know. I can't quite figure it out. I can't quite figure out what's been happening this year. Like I said, I can't be the only one that's feeling this way. I think it takes a level of, I don't want to say maturity, but a little bit of growing up to kind of realise that you're not the only one that feels a certain type of way. Like if you're feeling a certain type of way, that there must be others around you also feeling the same type of way. But again, just like yourself, they're probably not telling you the battles that they're going through, the battles they're fighting. And then you hear maybe of some situations that people are in because they are kind enough or willing enough to say it, explain it to you, and then you realise, crap, what I'm going through is nothing in comparison to this person. And I'm not saying you should neglect your feelings or push feelings of sadness or feeling down or regret away, but it does help sometimes put things into perspective, where sometimes when you're so involved in your own issues and then somebody else telling you what they're going through and the battles they've been fighting, it almost allows you to kind of take yourself out of your own problems and look at it from the outside, and then you sit there and think, oh, well, actually, I have nothing to complain about, because this person, look at them, they're in front of me, they're smiling, they are handling life with so much grace, you know, going through hell and back, but they still have such a positive outlook on life. And it almost helps you to, just step out of like your bubble, the problematic bubble, and allows you to, just step back and remind yourself that there are things in life that you should be grateful about, and there are things to be grateful about. I have to actively remind myself to do that, especially as we've come to the end of the year. You hear of people losing people, you hear of unexpected, untimely losses, you hear of, so much worse. And when you sit back and think, wow, at least I'm here, you kind of start to realize that your own issues are dealable. You can handle them, you can get through them, you can get through life. And I have a lot to be grateful for. I have a lot to be thankful for, despite things that I've been through this year. I just hope that 2026 is a better year in general for people. Like I said, I know there are so many of us going through these silent battles, and I want nothing more than everyone to be happy, to be healthy. Right, base makeup done. Just use this palette for blush bronzer. It's now time for me to go quiet. We're gonna go on Netflix, and I want to find a feel-good film. Oh, one of my most favourite movies of all time is The Holiday. I'm going to play The Holiday. I'm going to play with this palette. And like I said, even if I feel 10% better by the end of this little me time and therapy session, I'm going to be so grateful for that feeling. So let's go. If you guys want to join me, go for it. Play The Holiday or whatever movie you want. Take out an eyeshadow palette, and let's get playing. Let's all have some me time together. I'm sorry, I had to literally stop the movie so I can show you guys the shimmers in this palette. Like, what in the world are these stunning shimmers? The formula feels so soft. This is my first time trying anything from Odin's Eye, and I'm just like gobsmacked. Quite literally gobsmacked. Like, I cannot, like, look at this. Look at the like multi-chrome on this shimmer. This one is the first shimmer heart. I mean, in the pan it just looks like a pink, but then like you swatch it out and it's like this multi-dimensional shade. And then this one here, it's the shade Flirt in the palette. Wow, this collab is something else. Like, these shades, these purples and pinks, like, I haven't done a pink or haven't seen pinks in palettes for a while. I haven't really been drawn to pinks in palettes in a while, but I mean purples, you know, like, I'm down for any purple, but these purples, there's something so special about them. We've got the shade Daydream, which is this one here. Again, just like multi-dimensional, multi-chrome. I am so stunned by the formula. This is my first time trying an Odin's Eye palette, but these shimmers feel so thin. And also look at the mattes. I'm sorry, like, these are pastels. This pink and this purple. The pink is the shade Amour and the purple is the shade Crush. For pastels to show up on brown skin tone is not easy. So the fact that these shades these mattes are showing up, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm officially an Odin's Eye convert. Can you guys tell me in the comments, are all their palettes this good? Like, the formula, are they this good? Because damn, I've been missing out. I'm gonna have a hard time picking which shimmer to go for, seriously. I feel like I might be doing a mix of this one and this one. So this one is the shade Flirt and then this one is the shade Daydream. I feel like I might be mixing those. Right, top up on my hot milk. Back to my movie and let's get some of these shimmers on my eyes. I've just finished doing my eyes with the Odin's Eye Love Language Morgan Turner collab palette, and I mean, just look at how stunning the shades, the glitters are. Like, I can't believe I've never tried anything from Odin's Eye before, and I'm so glad that this is the first palette I've tried, because the colour story is just everything that I would love. Purples, like these periwinkle blues, lavenders. I just can't believe how pigmented these pastel shades are as well. They're pastel mattes, but look, you can really see the pigmentation on my eyes, and getting pastels to show up on any skin tone, let alone darker medium skin tones, that's difficult. And yep, so Morgan Turner, you've done an amazing job with this color story. I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad this is the first Odin's Eye palette I've tried. Not going to be my last, because these shimmer formulas are just amazing. And let me know, guys, are all their palettes this good? Are there any palettes I should be adding to my basket straight away from Odin's Eye? Like, I am just so stunned. I've not done anything this like out there or colourful in a really long time. It's been a while since I've actually sat down to like do my eyeshadow. I don't do it as often as I used to before. It used to daily be like a part of my full face routine, but like, I don't know, the older I've gotten, the busier I've become. I think over the last like maybe 2 years or 3 years, eyeshadow's not really been a part of my like makeup routine, and that's kind of sad, because I miss playing with colours. I miss doing fun looks, and then obviously the clean girl aesthetic became a thing. I'm so ready for eyeshadows to make a comeback and to do more fun looks. I'm so excited to create more looks with this palette. I used most of the shades actually, so I actually used pretty much all the mattes apart from Quality Time. And then I used the shimmers Heart, I used Flirt, I used 829 for my inner corners, I used Daydream, I also used Glitz like on the outer corners. The shade Heart also went on top of 829 for my inner corner, but just look how blinding these shimmers are. So I want to actually try all of the lippies with you guys on camera. We're done with the eye look, and I love the packaging of the box, by the way. Like, look at this. Just looks so dreamy, so like girly. We've got one matte lip stain, 2 shine lip glosses, and then 2 glow lip glosses in this collection. We're going to swatch them, try them on my lips, and then we'll see where we end up. Okay, I feel like I'm going to leave the matte lip stain to try last, because the glosses should be easier to remove. So we're going to try the shine lip gloss formulas first. Yes, let's do that. So I've got 2 shades here, Beso and Kisses. So let's try Beso first. Again, the shade of purple is just so up my alley. Please mind the glitters on the back of my hand. That's from swatching all the shades. Ooh, interesting shade. Okay, that's Beso. And then we've got Kisses. Ooh, okay, that looks like a very nudie gloss. Okay, these glosses are feeling a bit thicker than the average gloss. We're going to try the shade Beso first on my lips. A lot of pigment, which I wasn't quite anticipating. Can you see the applicator? It's got a slight like curve to it, which is actually quite nice because I can flip it over and it really like hugs my lip. Okay, I'm going to see how shiny this can get. Going in for a second dip. That is an opaque gloss. I think with this shade, I can use it bare on my lips. It does go well with my skin tone. I feel like it's not quite going well with the eyeshadow look. It's a little warm toned, but this is the shade Beso, and this is how it's looking. Formula is not sticky, by the way. Let's go in with the shade Kisses. I feel like it's going to be a little bit nuder, so it probably works better for this eye look. Again, very opaque. Has quite a bit of pigmentation. I'm going to go in with the second. So this shade Kisses is quite nude on me. I'll definitely need a lip liner with this. Like, I'm not going to be walking out just with this vibe, but it is more cool tone, so I do feel like it goes with the eye look better. Yeah, this formula is not sticky whatsoever. The Odin's Eye Shine Gloss, opaque, pigmented. The shine is there, but it's not like the most shiniest lip gloss I've tried. But we have the different formulas. So we've got the glow lip glosses to try next. So it might be that these are more shinier. I'm not sure. Let's try them on and see. I love doing lip gloss swatches because they come off so easily. Next up, we've got the glow lip glosses to try, and we've got the shades Love Language and Snuggle. Just love the ombre effect. So, like, well thought out, I think. Let's swatch Love Language first. So already I'm seeing a bit of difference with pigmentation level, I think. Yeah, can you see that? A lot lighter. Can be built up, but it's not as pigmented as the Shine Gloss formulas. It's a little thinner as well. So this is the shade Love Language. And then let's watch Snuggle. Yeah, a lot less pigmented. Okay, I think this is going to be my favourite shade. Let's see if we can get that colour built up. It's like a caramelly kind of colour. I really like that Snuggle. Okay, let's go in with Love Language first. Okay, yeah, this is shinier than the Shine Gloss. This one's a little frosty. Kind of looks like the L'Oreal Ballerina shoes lipstick that's having a bit of a moment right now. Yeah, the formula's got a bit of glitter in it. So instantly the difference between the Shine lip gloss formula and then the Glow lip gloss formula is that the Glow lip glosses are less pigmented. They have a little more glitter shimmer, I think, in the formula. Less opaque, but definitely shinier with the added like glitter particles. I wouldn't call it glitter particles either. It's very shimmery. It's like a shimmer particle type formula. It's very comfortable though, not sticky. Does feel very cushiony, this formula, and the other formula actually. There's a bit of a cushiony feel to it, and I really like that. We're going to try Snuggle. I honestly think this is going to be my favourite lip gloss because of the shade. It's a very like caramelly. Oh, yeah. I like it. I'm gonna build it up a little bit. Oh, I like this a lot. This one, Snuggle, has very obvious golden glitter shimmer specks going through it. So you can see on my lips as well. It's just adding to like the shine factor. Again, very comfortable, very cushiony, not sticky. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of Snuggle. Lastly, I have the matte lip stain formula to try, and this is in the shade LOML, Love of My Life. So they all have the same packaging. The only thing that I wish this had is the formula. So they've got the shade names at the bottom, right? But I wish they had like which formula it is in. So you know, whether it's the matte lip stain or the glow lip gloss or the shine lip gloss. I think that would have been a useful addition to have on the actual bottle packaging, because here you've just got the label saying Odin's Eye Morgan Turner and then the sticker at the bottom. But Odin's Eye, if you happen to be watching this, little note. So let's swatch. This one is a little bit more like perfumed. Ooh, okay. Was not expecting this shade. That is very interesting. Okay, it's like a full-on purple moment. I have some residue glitter from trying the Shine lip gloss formula, so just try and ignore that as I apply this. It's not coming from this formula. Wow, very soft, not sticky. I actually quite like how precise this applicator is. I'm able to reach my lip lines well, despite the formula being very like soft and like moussey. Those formulas can tend to be a little harder to apply because they want to go outside your lip lines, but this applicator is really doing a pretty good job. Cushiony, pillowy, not feeling drying, not feeling like it's sucking the life out of my lips. I am really, really happy with this formula. Just look at the coverage on that and look at how soft my lips look. Almost like blurred out. Again, not quite sure whether it goes with the eye look, but I am loving the formula and I can't wait to carry on using this. I'm actually going to apply some of the Snuggle lip gloss on top of this just to kind of tone the shade down. Right. Okay, so that's that, guys. I've finally tried the Onan's Eye Morgan Turner Love Language collection. I am so stoked about the eyeshadow palette. I'm so glad I had this little late night makeup therapy session. I do feel about 10 to 15% better. So thank you for joining me. I hope you guys took this chance to do your own makeup as well. And I'm actually really surprised I got a towel in this collection. I was not expecting the towel. When I ordered this, I thought it was just the eyeshadow palettes and the 5 lippies. But the towel is going to come of great use. I've got a lot of makeup cleaning to be doing. It feels like a very nice quality microfiber towel. I'm so excited to carry on using this collection, especially the eyeshadow palettes. So guys, honestly, let me know if there's any other palettes I should be trying from Onan's Eye. I'm so impressed with the formula. I know that they're a smaller brand, so it's not as easy to get hold of them in the UK, but regardless, I'm really excited about the formula and I feel like I might actually end up wearing this palette on New Year's Day because I'm just in love with how this look turned out. And yes, the rest is history, I guess. So have a good day, have a good week wherever and whenever you guys are watching this, and I hope to see you again soon in my next video. Bye.